Welcome to this GiftWorks video. My name is Steve Faithful, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about understanding and using the file storage that's available to you when using GiftWorks Anywhere. In this video, I'm going to assume that you're already familiar with the GiftWorks Anywhere service, that you've purchased the GiftWorks Anywhere service, that you've downloaded and installed the GiftWorks Anywhere client software, and that you know your username and password to access the GiftWorks Anywhere service. Once you've installed the GiftWorks Anywhere client software, in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see a gray icon that if you right-click on and choose Log On, you'll have the opportunity to enter your username and password, which I'm going to do right now. Once I provide that information and click OK, the gray icon will turn to blue, indicating that I am successfully connected to the GiftWorks Anywhere servers, and that I'm ready to begin using GiftWorks Anywhere. Now, in terms of file storage, the one big distinction or one big thing I want to make sure I communicate to you is the difference between your local storage, that is the storage that exists on your local computer, or versus the storage that exists on the GiftWorks Anywhere servers. In this case, I'm going to show you first, I'll quickly bring up my local storage. I'm going to use just the File Explorer that's available in my computer, on my PC-based computer, my Windows-based computer. I'm using Windows, and I'm going to bring up the File Explorer that's available to simply show you the drive letters that I have available to me. In this case, I have a C drive, which is my local hard disk, which contains files that exist on my local PC. And then I also have a CD or DVD-ROM drive that I could use as well. Those represent the local drive letters of the storage that's available on my local computer. Now, to see or to have access to the storage that's available to you on the GiftWorks Anywhere servers, you can click on the blue icon in the lower right-hand corner when you're connected to the GiftWorks Anywhere servers and choose the File Explorer. It says File Explorer GiftWorks. Once I click on that, it's going to go ahead and start up the connection between your computer and the GiftWorks Anywhere servers, and it's going to go ahead in a moment, and it will open up. GiftWorks. It's going to open up actually the File Explorer on GiftWorks Anywhere. So here it's opened up. Let me move it over. Now this is a File Explorer that looks similar to the one that's on my local machine, except this is the file storage. This is showing you the file storage that's available to you on GiftWorks Anywhere. And so if I click on my computer, you'll notice that I have 4 drive letters that are available to me. The 2 first ones are the G drive, which with the label group, and the H drive with the label H. And then I have 2 other drives, a $$ and a $C$, which I'll talk about in a little while. The first 2 drives I want to talk to you about are the G and the H. Now keep in mind that everything I'm looking at in this File Explorer that's provided to me by GiftWorks Anywhere, this represents all the file storage that's available to me on the GiftWorks Anywhere servers. So the first 2 drives, the G and the H drive, those are 2 drive letters that exist not on my local computer. Remember, on my local computer I only have C and D. On the GiftWorks Anywhere servers, I have a G and an H drive. The G drive, let me explain that one first. That is, the G stands for group. It's labeled group drive. And this drive contains or is available to all the GiftWorks Anywhere users that are part of your organization. So if your organization has 3 GiftWorks Anywhere users, you will all have a G drive, and that G drive will be the same drive for every one of you, meaning that's shared storage that's shared between all the GiftWorks Anywhere users as part of your organization. So in this drive, this is where you're going to want to store things that are going to be common to your entire organization. First and foremost, what you're going to probably want to store there is your GiftWorks database. Your GiftWorks database will need to be available to all your GiftWorks Anywhere users so that you can all be sharing and using the same GiftWorks Anywhere GiftWorks database. Other things you may want to store would be common documents that you want to be available, that you want to have available to all the members of your organization that use GiftWorks Anywhere. And you can organize and sort this like you would if you were doing it on your local machine. So you can right-click and say New and create a folder if you want to just say Org Documents. So you can create folders in which to store things. You can also create a folder to put your GiftWorks database. So you can sort and organize this to manage your organizational documents however you want. The second drive that every GiftWorks Anywhere user has available to them is what's called their H drive, or it's labeled their home drive. The home drive is a personal drive. This is a drive that's personal to the specific GiftWorks Anywhere user. Everyone will have one, but these will not be common to everyone, meaning not everyone will be able to see the contents of this H drive, only the specific GiftWorks Anywhere user. So this is where you'll have a My Documents folder, and you have other folders in which you can store documents for yourself that are private to that GiftWorks Anywhere user. So where G drive is common to the entire organization, the H drive is simply reserved for the GiftWorks Anywhere user themselves. So you can store both user and organizational documents using the GiftWorks Anywhere file storage. Keep in mind that these files are not located on your local PC, they're not located on your local computer, but rather that they're located on the GiftWorks Anywhere servers. And it may take a minute or may take a little while to make sure you understand it from an understanding perspective in terms of where this information is being stored. This G and the H drive do not exist on your local computer, but rather exist on the GiftWorks Anywhere servers. And you can use them to store organizational documents or personal documents. Now, the next two drives I want to talk about are the U and the V drive. You'll notice that I have a $C and a $D next to them. That's what those drives are labeled as. These are what's called virtual drive mappings. And these don't necessarily represent specific storage that exists on GiftWorks Anywhere, but rather are a pathway to get information back to your local computer. If you wanted to, for instance, have an organizational document. So let's go ahead and just create quickly an organizational document. So I'm just going to I'll just put a Word document here called Company Info. It's a Word document, and it's in my G drive on the GiftWorks Anywhere, in the GiftWorks Anywhere file storage. Now, using these virtual drive mappings, I'm actually able to have a pathway back to my local PC. In this case, you'll notice this V drive, which is actually labeled as the C drive, that's a pathway back to my local C drive. This D is a pathway back to my D drive on my local machine. Now, keep in mind the D drive on my local machine is a CD-ROM drive, so I'm not going to be dragging any files back to there or moving any files back to there. I'm going to be moving files back to my C drive. So one of the ways in which you can do this to use these virtual drive mappings as a pathway back to your local PC is if I wanted to, and I'm going to open this up on this side so we can see it. This is my local PC, and I have a folder called My Local Folder. And this folder just exists on my local C drive. Now, using the File Explorer provided to me by GiftWorks Anywhere, I can go ahead and if I wanted to use the pathway back to my local PC, I could go ahead and drag this company info document, which exists in the G drive, the org documents folder on my G drive. I could simply take it and drag it to my local folder here down under my C drive. And when I let it go, it's going to go ahead and copy it. And you'll notice that it appears over on my local machine. Now, keep in mind, I'm not dragging it in between the two file explorers. I'm simply using the one file explorer provided to me by GiftWorks Anywhere to drag it to where I want it to go. And so by dragging it to these virtual drive mappings, you're going to be able to use this pathway to move files back to your local computer. And you can do this whether it's documents, whether you want to move documents up to here or down from, move them to GiftWorks Anywhere or move them from GiftWorks Anywhere to your local computer, you can do that. So for instance, if I wanted to move a document to my documents folder, I could simply then drag it from the local machine that is my C drive on my local machine by coming down here. So if I wanted to go to my local folder and simply drag a file then from my local folder to my H drive on my GiftWorks Anywhere, I could then go ahead and simply drag it and let it go. Let me just drag it and let it go. And what I'm going to see is that now it's moved from I made a copy from my local machine up to my GiftWorks Anywhere H drive. So you'll see that whether I want to move files from GiftWorks Anywhere down to my local machine or I want to move files from my local machine up to my GiftWorks Anywhere storage, I can go ahead and do that using both the G and the H drive for my storage, and then my virtual drive mappings, the C and the D drive on GiftWorks Anywhere as well. So keep in mind that I'm not dragging and dropping between the two file explorers. I'm simply using the one file explorer and just dragging them between the G or the H drive to the U or the V, or from the U or the V drive to the G or the H drive. Now let me show you how some of this information I've been sharing can be used in terms of using GiftWorks. So if I go over to GiftWorks, now I'm in GiftWorks Anywhere right now, and if I sign into my GiftWorks Anywhere database, I'm going to go to my Smart List section. Now there's a number of areas within GiftWorks in which you're going to want to use that file storage that I've been talking about. One of them is if I just view my All Donor Smart List, and I might be viewing a report or a Smart List, and I want to export this list. One of the things that we talk about is where you want to save this location to, this exported file to. Well, one of the things we want to make sure we communicate is that you never use those virtual drive mappings that I shared before. While in GiftWorks, always be using the G or the H drive to save files to, and that's because it's going to be saving the files onto the GiftWorks Anywhere file storage directly. And then after you export it, whether it's a smart list or a report or a mailing file or even a GiftWorks backup, that you can always use the File Explorer that I was using before to go ahead and move that file. So if I go ahead and save this on my H drive in my Documents folder, click on Finish, it's going to store a data file, data.xls. If I go back to my File Explorer and look in my documents, I'm going to see a data file. And then I can go ahead and drag that back to one of my virtual drive mappings. So I hope this video has been helpful in helping you understand GiftWorks Anywhere file storage.